Right guys, Happy Brew Wednesday, number 66. I've already filmed the large majority of this week's Homebrew Wednesday last Friday. Because last Friday I was doing something new to me. And, well, one aspect of it was new. It was a new tried thing here at Pinfold Brewery. And it worked out quite well, so we'll see that in a bit. But, for those of you that saw on Facebook, I left a little video up of Jean-Michel Jarre Oxygen and saying that that wasn't present during this week's Homebrew Wednesday. And we'll see in a bit. See, I'm teasing you. See, I'm teasing you. I also left a handy tip, okay, about not sniffing CO2. Now, for you hardcore idiots out there, you'll probably want to try this. But anyone that's not smelt at CO2 before, my God, the pain. My body shut down. Basically filled a bucket with CO2. I thought, I'll smell at it. The same sort of experience when you guzzle Coke and you get a mouthful of Coke and that intense sort of, it's almost like I don't know, the carbonation is that intense it sort of stings your mouth. I got that in my lungs. And the body just takes over. So mid sniff, it's like, close the doors, not having any more of that in. And when I finally started to breathe again on my own, I was gasping for air. But it's all leading up to what happened last Friday, which is coming up in a bit. So again, yes, I thought that was all I had, what I'd filmed on Friday for this week's Homebrew Wednesday. But there is a few extra bits, and we're going to talk about them now. I'm going to get myself a homebrew. And I was thinking today that I have not had a cider this year. Right, I forgot a fucking glass. So let me get a glass. Yeah, not had a cider all year, all summer. Don't know why, don't ask me why. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to give this one a whirl. This is the backyard cider that Norfolk Hillbilly sent. So let's give it a crack. Let's give it a pour. This cider has been brewed up using the apples in his backyard. So can't wait to give it a whirl. Look at that! Look at that! Look how clear that is. You see me through it, that is crystal clear. Oh, Clive. That is really well balanced. Still getting that green apple taste all the way through, right to the back end. And it is really refreshing. It is dry, but not that dry that you can't drink it. It's not that tart that you just can't drink it. That is bang on. That is so refreshing. So I got a few things through the post for the fridge fermenter conversion. So this is the STC 1000, and everyone's seen them before. The probe and the gizmo. Now for the heating element to the fermenter, I have gone for this. A tube heater. I got the smallest one they do. The wattage of this is 45 watts. So there it is. So that goes in the fridge with the clamps that come with it. Wire this up obviously to the STC, and away we go. So I've regretted getting that out of the bag. So that is going to be happening pretty damn soon, and I've also been thinking a lot about going to electric. for every part of the process now. I mean, I've been watching a few videos. I mean, Tony Yates has set up Harry's new brewery. It's all electric, control panels. Looks goddamn sexy, man. And of course, Norfolk and Good has been posting on Facebook his setup. Man, that must have set you back a bit, but it's the way I want to go. So, I'll talk a little bit about the shop, the shop that wants me to do the videos for them, for the all grain. I did mention that they'd got all the stuff in, and I'm going down tomorrow to have a word with them and talk to them about the video side of it. I've come to the conclusion that I want to do the videos and I want to edit them, because that way I know I've got a bit of control on how it's going to look. So I'm going to run that by him, but hopefully I'll get a few of the new pots in here and we'll have a look at them. And finally, before we get into what happened last Friday, I got a comment or a message just prior to filming this from Finn UK, who said that he loves watching the videos. Of course you do. Loves the channel. Of course you do. And he's moved out of kits into all grain. He's got 3 kegs that he's converting, and he just was asking me about what was in them. So I said, hey, watch Homebrew Wednesday coming up. I'll give you a mention. So to my right is the boil pot. Inside it is the bazooka hose. And nothing else in there, okay? And it works perfectly. Let's go over to, I think it was eBay, bazooka screens. They're about £8, and they work a damn treat. The mash tun is the same as this, but it's insulated with the first layer is floor insulation, hardwood floor insulation. The second layer that's wrapped around it is this stuff, which is just what you line your ceilings in your lofts with. It's just bubble wrap backed with foil, and I use 1 roll of this. You can get it from any hardware shop, and I just kept doubling it up until it was all sort of folded up, and it works a treat. In the mash tun, you could get away with, I suppose, using the bazooka hose, but I've used the braided hose with the 10mm copper that's been bent and put inside it, that's been drilled out to flow the water through. And of course the HLT has just got a washing machine element through and secured. So part of it's electric and the rest is gravity fed and then heated using the propane. So I hope that helps. If you want me to go into a bit more detail about it, let me know in the comments below, and I'll do a separate video on it where I've got the camera moved about and I can show you everything. But that's it. Nothing really much has changed from the videos where I made the pots, apart from the bazooka hose. So let's now enjoy a bit more of this cider and show you what happened Friday. It's time to dry hop the IPA. So I'm going to be doing it differently to how I've done it in the past. Now you know that I use the carboys with the little necks. You put a bung in. Now this is fine, but I was talking to Harry and we were discussing oxidisation, and we're talking about the hops. Especially if you're using a larger amount of hops. I'm going to be using 100 grams for this dry hopping today. Is some float on the top, and if you're using quite a bit, does it wick the air into the beer and oxidise it? And what I've decided to do is do away with the dry hopping in the carboys and get a bottling bucket. This way I have got the large lid that I can get in and out the hops, which are going to be in a mesh bag, a large mesh bag. And in that mesh bag I'm going to have a plate that's been sanitised, the hops, tie a knot in it, and it will sink to the bottom. It won't float. I'm also going to be taking the bung out to start with and filling this with CO2 from the gas line. So it's eliminating another possibility of getting air into it. So this IPA has been in here for, when did we brew it up? Brewed it up on the Sunday. It's Friday today. Okay. So, IPA is out, the hops are ready, the bucket has been sanitised, equipment's been sanitised. In here I've got the large mesh cloth, I've got a zip tie to tie it off with and a plate inside there that's sanitising to weigh it down, the airlock and whatnot. But the next job is to get the gas in here and purge it. So before we purge this sanitised bottling bucket, I'm going to put the hops in with the bag and the everything, purge it, and then all I need to do is just start racking it off into the bucket. So here we go. Hops are in the bag now. Mesh bag, Amarillo Citra, and the plate to weigh it down. So I'm going to put a zip tie around the top of this. It's also been sanitised, and then we'll purge it and then rack onto it. So we've now got the bag in there with the hops, plenty of room for them to move about, weighed down and zip tied. Here's the gas line. So let's purge this if I can. Get the gas line down to there. Will it go in there? Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so turns the gas on. And off. We've got the purged bottling bucket with the hops in already. So I'm going to remove the bung from the IPA. I'm going to get the sanitised doodah, what do you call it? Into there, and then I'm going to put this through the little bung in here, if it'll fit through. Pump away. So we're racking. Whether you can make it out there, yeah. So I'm really pleased with how that's turned out with the purging, because basically there's no air in that bottling bucket at all. It's just CO2 and now beer going onto it. I mean, just listen to this. The lid is on now. Listen to that CO2 trying to get out. Oh, bang on, full of CO2. Air is no more. Yes. So the beer is now dry hopping. It'll be done this Friday, and then it'll be bottled and kegged. I was impressed with how it worked. To say it was the first time doing it, and the next time I dry hop in there, I don't think I'm going to use the bag, because if it floats to the top, there's going to be no air in there anyway, in case anything does wick down. So yeah, hope you found that helpful and enjoyed watching it. Thanks for your comments on the last Homebrew Wednesday. Very, very appreciative of all of it, and so appreciative of the thumbs up. That was immense. Over 70 thumbs up. That was brilliant. If you haven't already, thumb this video up. And yeah, the weekend's coming. I'm going to do some homebrew reviews. We've got some of Barry's to get through that he's very kindly sent. And Barry, I tried your broadside the other night. The wife had gone out, took the little one with her, and I thought, I've got nothing really else, I'm going to try that. That beer, for me, had such a Kentish style to it, and it was beautiful. It was probably one of the cleanest tasting beers I've tasted for a long time. The flavours just worked. It was perfect, really. It was really good. I wish I had a keg of it. So I'm sorry I didn't get round to filming it, but I just wanted to pop it off and enjoy it. But yeah, this Saturday I'm going to be doing a few more reviews. I've got a road trip to go on with Abby and Ellie, and we're going to annoy Harry at the weekend. So that's it, guys. Stay safe, keep home brewing, pinky out. Don't forget to leave your comments and questions below, and please thumb up this video. Right, I'm out of here.